We got some general news, free games, and even an Xbox and Nintendo Direct to go over. I'm Unlucky TZP, and welcome to GNN. Hey folks, so this week we're talking about some interesting game news. First up, it looks like the pandemic struck Nintendo a little bit harder than they expected. A few weeks ago, General Manager of Nintendo EPD Shinya Takahashi gave a statement basically saying that the pandemic had not yet affected games slated for this fiscal year. However, thanks to a statement in a 2020 Nintendo report, we now know that development may actually run behind schedule. In a quote from the statement, he said development schedules may be impacted due to the differences in development environment between working from home and in the office since teleworking has been implemented at the company and its partners. While this is really unfortunate to hear, it's kind of expected at this point. It looks like a safe work environment and quality games are at the top of the priority list for Nintendo, and if that means delaying games and services, I can totally understand why it makes sense. Next up, a release date's been announced for the Sonic movie sequel, and as it turns out, we won't have to wait that long either. Ben Schwartz, the voice of Sonic in the film, announced in a tweet that the sequel will hit theaters April 8th, 2022. I really like the Sonic movie, and seeing it end on a cliffhanger actually got me really excited for a sequel, and I'm so glad it's coming so soon. Next up, fans of the series Jet Set Radio have been asking for ages to get a follow-up on Jet Set Radio Future, and since Sega won't do it, Team Reptile will. Team Reptile posted a teaser trailer of their newest game, Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, which looks to be heavily inspired by Jet Set Radio. While we don't have too much info on it, it looks like it's definitely coming sometime next year. Team Reptile's slogan is making games with style, and this game oozes it. Finally, it looks like the gaming-focused TV network G4 is actually making a comeback of some kind. G4 Twitter posted a video with the captions, "We never stopped playing, ending in 2021. I'm guessing it's going to be an online show and not necessarily television-oriented. I remember watching G4 when I was younger, and I loved the idea of a gaming television show. That just blew my mind. I'm excited to see where it goes now that the game bro culture of the 2000s is gone. Yeah, well, G4 is very like, yeah bro, gaming. Moving on to our next topic, I have 3 free games to tell you about. First off, Pokken Tournament DX is having a free full game trial for Nintendo Online users. Once again, the trial is the full game completely free, and it runs from July 29th to August 4th. All you have to do is jump on the store and download it. Next up, Rocket League is going free to play this summer. The news came with other announcements too. The devs are refining the menus and revamping both tournament and challenge mode, as well as introducing cross-platform progression. Rocket League also launched on the Epic Game Store with cross-platform progression between Epic and Steam, which is really cool. While we don't have an official date, it's already the end of July, so summer's not that much longer. Last up, Star Wars The Old Republic is finally on Steam. The fan-favorite Star Wars game went free to play back in 2012, but it has so much content that you'll basically be playing forever. Now, I've personally never played this game, but I've heard only good things about it from all my friends and online, so I'm probably going to pick it up at some point. And for this last bit of news, we're going to go over the Nintendo Direct and the Xbox event. The Nintendo Direct Mini was a partner showcase that actually only focused on a few third-party games. In fact, there were actually 2 versions of the Nintendo Direct Mini. One was in English and the other was in Japanese. The English Direct was, uneventful to say the least. There were a few exciting things in it though. Cadence of Hyrule is getting 3 DLC packs along with a physical edition. The packs contain some more music tracks, new characters, and a new story. Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne is getting an HD remaster releasing in spring 2021. Following that announcement, Atlus also reconfirmed Shin Megami Tensei 5 for a simultaneous worldwide release in 2021 as well. The Japanese Direct had a few similar announcements, but overall it had more games in it. One game I'm really excited for is Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. It got announced last year, but was shown off in greater detail. It releases November 10th, and we can finally pet the dog. Next up, the Xbox event offered over an hour of reveals and exclusives. I'm going to go over a few of my favorites. They opened with Halo Infinite, which looks like a return to form of the Halo series. They showed off a good chunk of gameplay and even said that the game runs at a flawless 60 FPS. Halo Infinite will be a launch title for the Series X this holiday. Avowed is Obsidian Entertainment's new fantasy-themed first-person RPG. We only got a short trailer, but it looks pretty good. Psychonauts 2 was shown off again with a new trailer, and it looks just as trippy as ever. I'm really excited for that one. Dragon Quest XI S Echoes of Elusive Age Definitive Edition is not only a mouthful, but it's coming to Xbox for the first time on December 4th. Sable is an open-world adventure game with a beautiful, unique art style. It looks really good. A new Fable got announced in a CG trailer. It's developed by Playground Games, the developers behind the Forza Horizon games. Everyone's been really excited for a new Fable game, so I'm glad they got what they wanted. Finally, Balan Wonderland is a new Square Enix game from, get this, Yuji Naka, the former head of Sonic Team. It's an action-adventure game that gives me heavy Knights feels, and I'm really excited for this one. Now to end the show, as always, we have the games that released this week. Have you ever wanted to be a giant meat monster who kills and consumes humans? No? Oh, well, Carrion lets you do just that. Described as a reverse horror game, control Carrion as you ravage your way through the facility. Panzer Paladin takes the form of a classic side-scrolling action platformer. Pilot a giant suit of power armor as you fight, use melee weapons, and crush your way through the demonic invaders. If you would have told me that Crysis would be running on Nintendo Switch back when the Switch first launched, I would say, yeah, okay, maybe in like 3 years. And coincidentally, here we are. It's amazing this thing even exists at all. The game looks pretty clean, all things considering, and the verdict is yes, the Switch can indeed run Crysis. That's gonna be it for GNN. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now that you're all caught up, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.